Hey, what's up, guys? In my years of playing Football Manager, I've learned something important about this game. What I've learned is that the thing that really gets you interested in, the thing that really hooks you, is not playing with a whole bunch of star players. And believe it or not, it's also not really playing with a bunch of players of the past that are supposed to be good and stuff like that. No, man, the thing that really will get you into this game is playing with the NewGens. So as you can imagine here, after the last defeat to Manchester United, I'm not exactly thrilled about trying to go back to the save and at least try to salvage something in the league. A lot of the thrill is gone. And part of the reason why is because it's really not that fun of a game if you're trying to take a team at the top and trying to get them to win a whole bunch, right? There's a little bit that you can do, but it's so difficult for you to really put your thumbprint on the squad and to turn it into yours. I've been thinking for a little while now about making a change, and I really do think it's probably about time to do that. Again, I know that we just got rid of a different save before this one, but this one is a little bit difficult going forward. Christian Eriksen is injured for 3 months. He's out. This is a problem because I was going to sell him. So that's going to make it rough because he's going to be out for the entire transfer window. When we look at his contract, it expires in 2025. So thank you for United for creating this ridiculous contract with this guy who's 31 years old who is going to decline. So we don't really want to do that. I could replace him, but I don't have anyone to replace him with because I sold all the players, right? I mean, we have a whole bunch of guys here, but what we're going to do, we're going to put Jace Fitzgerald on. We're going to put Finley McAllister on. We're going to put, Sony Alio-Free on. I mean, we could. These guys are going to get slaughtered. So that's not really going to work. In the schedule, we have a whole bunch of matches, once again, that are all together, which is going to be very difficult because we don't have enough players. A lot of this has to do, and I really do have to take a responsibility here, a lot of this has to do with really poor squad management, squad development, right? So we look here at our squad. Control A never seems to work for me, so we'll go through it like this. We have 26 people on the squad, which normally you would think, yeah, that's probably about right for a team like this. When you look at the schedule, you realize why that's not enough. You really need about 3 players per position to play in the World Super League, right? Because you have all of these matches that are coming really fast and furious one after the other. And if you have players who are playing basically every single week, you're going to get guys who are injured. And as we've run into this season, when you have guys that are injured, that means other guys have to cover in for them, which means that they're now playing twice a week, which gets them susceptible to injury. And that's where you see a lot of these losses coming in. A lot of these matches where we're just blown out and we're like, how come we can't win? We have all this great talent, right? If I were to do this again, well, I probably would still go after the big names because, I mean, that's the whole purpose of the save. But if I really were to do this again, I would try to get a good mix of big name players and young players and try to do sort of a mix of the two and have big name guys and young guys all available to play in a position. I would also argue that that makes a product on video that's a little bit more interesting to watch. So that's kind of where this is going right now. I can tell you the other news about the finances, which, I mean, it's all right. We're actually positive for the first time in a while. Imagine that. The news here is that, we might be able to make it out of this without doing too much damage to the team. This was the thing that I was most curious about, to see if we could make it to the end of the season without going into administration. The reason why is because we still have 850 million euros of transfer debt. It is theoretically possible, right? But it's probably, I don't know. We'd see what would happen. It would be really tight going forward, and we probably would have not much of a transfer budget. The moral of this story is that you should not buy players on installments unless you know that you're going to have a lot more money in the team in the future than you will now, and unless the guy's going to be totally game-changing for you. So with that said, I'm going to put this save away, at least for now. What we're going to do starting tomorrow is I have another idea for a save. We're going to use the World Super League again. We're not going to use all of the fancy players and all of that stuff. We'll talk more about that later on. I'll have other videos and stuff on that. But what we're going to do starting tomorrow is we're going to have a new save with a new idea, and we're going to do something else with the World Super League that will probably be entertaining. My hope is that we'll have enough and something that's good enough to last us up through the proper release of World Super League in FM24. So, I record this. This is about a month away from where the video is actually shown. Recently, Darth Furion came out with an update for FM24 that allows you to play the World Super League native to FM24. However, it's not the full thing, and there are other things he's going to create. We are going to wait. I'm not even buying FM24 until this comes out, because this is the way from now on that I'm going to play Football Manager. You might ask why. You might think, well, that's a really strange thing. Why would you only want to play this one way? The reason why is because, honestly, the vanilla game, as entertaining as it is a snooze fest compared to what World Super League is like. What we're going to do is we're going to start further down the league, and we're going to do things the proper way and the right way, and we're going to stay away from installments, and we're going to try to put together a team and a save that's going to be a little bit more entertaining, and probably a little bit more a little bit easier for you to get into, a little bit more a little bit something that's a little bit more enthralling, and probably allows you to use your imagination a little bit more. So you'll see more here tomorrow. I'll talk with you then. Take care. Bye.